we are talking about Pinterest Predicts 2023. Now, this is Pinterest's annual report about what they predict are going to be the trends in the coming year. And so I'm going to go over it like I haven't looked at it, okay? I'm going to go over it and we're going to talk about what it means, why is it important, how can you use this information in your business, what do you need to pay attention to. Now, the link for getting to Pinterest Presents is right there at the bottom of this video. So it's in the description wherever you're watching it at, so that you can easily get there for yourself. Now, you might have gotten an email from Pinterest. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Because it's kind of funny how they did it. Like, I just think it's kind of interesting. So this is what you're going to look for inside your inbox. I'm going to share my screen over here. You've got Pinterest Predicts. So in your inbox, it's going to say a message from the future, and then you'll open it up and it will have this right here where it says Pinterest Predicts, and then you're going to click see the trends, and then it talks more about the trends there. So let's go ahead and open this up and we're going to go through it step by step together. Again, I haven't seen this before. Let's make sure it's at 100%. I don't know why it was smaller. So here, in fact, for the last 3 years, 80% of our report predictions came true. So we may want to pay attention to this. Now, as we look through this, I'm going to be thinking about this, and I'd like to invite you to think about the same thing. How does this work for your business? How is this important to your business? Or do any of these things align with what you are working on, what you're planning to create next year, etc.? Anything that you already have that you can potentially promote as we're looking through these. So these are all of the trends that they're talking about, and then they're going to go through their methodology in choosing them. So let's go down to the methodology. We can look at the trends, and we'll definitely be doing that. So all trends come from global Pinterest search data comparing the analysis period of September 2020 to September 2022. So it's 2 years of analysis. They've got a little footnote here so we can go down and see that. Picking trends as equal parts art and science. So explore below, blah, blah, blah. So how they predict trends, why the trends matter. So let's go look at the business tips. We don't have to do everything from scratch and then download the PDF. Let's see where that guy's going to be at. Download the PDF. Yeah. I thought that would be like a one-step doohickey. So here we've got all of the information here. I like this. All right. So we're looking at that. So here, predicts at a glance. So it's all the same kind of stuff. What does that mean? What are the trends? Explore sample pins. I really like that idea that there are sample pins there. So we can go and see, okay, for the Cha-Ching challenge for financial services, this is what the example pins are. So here, today best Cha-Ching challenge. I wonder if we go to, so here we can look and see what kind of pins are trending. But let's just go to today best. Let's see what is there. Error. Okay, it's going to show the hub. All right, we don't want that. I know today usually does something. Pinterest.com/today. Yep, that's today's inspiration. So that's on the daily. Interesting. I was hoping we could kind of find a little backdoor to something, but that didn't happen. All right, so let's go through. We've got that link. Let's go through this. How Pinterest trends can boost your business. So blah blah blah. As an advertiser, people use Pinterest to plan for the future. Our data shows that 80% of our trends proved predictive over the last 3 years. Let's see. Take off faster. Pinterest trends took off 20% faster than trends across other platforms in their first 6 months. They last longer. They inspire across audiences. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Estee Lauder, blah, blah, blah. So you could dig in here and get like a little bit more information. This is really pushing us to do ads. And I am all about organic. So we'll see there. So Sally says this is helpful. Okay, I'm glad to see you here, Sally, watching on LinkedIn. All right, I'm glad that you're finding this helpful. Okay, so you guys can dig deeper into that. That's not where I'm going to go. What I want to do is, let's see, we went down to the bottom. Yep, we did. Okay, I don't want to make you guys seasick or car sick or live sick. So airy styles is going to be one. So like if you are into fashion, rust for marriage, hair, makeover, beauty is always big. Pool potties for pets. Shower, bath and stuff like that. Okay. Let's see. So showers, sci-fi, rainscapes, blah blah blah. Okay, so super fun stuff. Okay. I feel like I can't make a lot of decisions here off of this. So let me see what else. We've got audience, brand, values, categories. You could sort it by those things. Let's see. What would be something I would talk about? Mushrooms. It's so funny. There's like I'm seeing this trend a lot right now. Let's see, what do they mean by mushrooms? All right, Pinterest. Boring homes be gone. In 2023, Gen Z and boomers will make room for the weird core design, mushroom decor, and fantasy art in their sacred spaces. All right. Fantasy mushroom art is up 170%. Well, this is a fun experience. I'm like, I just need information and make decisions off of. So I'm going to go to the PDF because I like the PDF has like a lot more information. So if we go down to home, the mushrooms. Okay, so fantasy mushroom art is up 170%. Vintage mushroom decor 35%. Funky house decor 695%. Weird core bedroom 540%. So I'd want to see what that trend is. Is it just going to go through like this? These things aren't clickable. Okay, behind the trend. Why is that? Make our trends work for you. Okay, that's about advertising related trends. I want to see the example pins. Where was that we could see example pins? It was somewhere. It's not in here. Okay, well, I'd want to see funky house decor. So I might be like, oh, I'm going to do some blog posts about this kind of stuff. So I'd go and look at, okay, this thing they're saying is 600% more traffic or whatever. More, the search volume has increased 695%. Come on, do me funky house decor. I want to see, okay, so we've got vintage, bohemian, modern, living room. Let's do living room. All right, so then they've got all these different styles that I could be doing and using, and then lots and lots of inspiration here. So I might use that when I'm doing my blog post for home decor stuff this year. Um, okay, so let's look at this. So I think this is going to be more valuable than the Pinterest trends page just because I feel like we can see at a glance. Like I would go and say, okay, what is something I do? Celebrations, like I do party stuff. I don't really do entertainment. I don't really do fashion. So I would look at what resonates with or what overlaps my topics. So like free spirits, vitamin stuff. So that's kind of funny. Green algae, chlorophyll, water, seaweed, snack recipes, nori recipes. I take E3 Live and I have thought about doing some blog posts about the supplements I take. And E3 Live, if you guys don't know, is live algae. It's pretty nasty on its own. I've been taking it so long that I don't really notice it that much, but my boyfriend definitely does. And there's a place that in Redondo Beach that has really yummy, they don't even call them smoothies, they actually call them milkshakes because or shakes because they're super high calorie. But they have E3 Live in one and it tastes really good. And I bought all the stuff to try to make it myself and I can't. So I'm like, interesting. I wonder if I could do something like this. I like that salmon bowl is up 245%. I have salmon and seaweed snack recipes totally probably uses the seaweed sheets. I could totally do something with this, right? So like that's going to influence the direction I'm going to go next year for what I'm working on. Now, additionally, I'm not just going to go, oh, I'm going to just do that. Like if I'm going to make a blog post about it, I am going to take this and the next stop for me is going to be in Keyword Finder. And I'm going to go in there and look at that keyword, seaweed snacks recipes, and see. Oh, I already have an account. Hold on. I'm going to go sign in now. My other screen, sign in so that I can go access this, put it back over here. All right, seaweed snacks. I'm going to be looking at all this stuff. Nori snack. I'm going to be looking at the trends over time here. This is based on Google. I'm going to go over to regular Pinterest and I'm going to look and see, okay, what is there, right? Seaweed snack recipes, easy sushi rolls, seaweed snack roll-ups. And, most kids don't like the taste of that, honestly, in my experience. So I think that's an interesting one. This is pretty, looks yummy. It's about clean eating California roll in a bowl. That's pretty cute. So I would look at, okay, what's out there already? What can I add to this? What's different that I can offer? I have keywords everywhere, which is a Chrome extension kind of overlaid on the top here. Excuse me. That's why you're seeing some extra stuff here that you might not see on your own. But I would do that research. I would do that research in my keyword software or whatever it is that you're using. I'd want to see this. Like I'd probably make a list for these. Now I'll just recalculate. Nori snack is on there, and they have nori recipes. So I'm like, I wonder if. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep looking. Like the volume is not where I want it, but see how it's like going up? It's definitely increasing, so that's good. So I'm not just gonna go off of this alone. If Pinterest wants me to do this, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm gonna take it and do some other research to see, okay, like, does it make sense for me to make this content? Is this somewhere I want to go? Is there overlap with other things I'm thinking about? So like I was saying, I said, oh, I want to do stuff with E3 Live because I take that. And so what else is there? Okay, there's people selling it. Like maybe I need to talk. Oh, here's one, 7 superfoods worth the money. Interesting. I wonder what they do with E3 Live, right? I'm going to go do the research. And see what are they doing, right? Like maybe there's something I could talk about with that does that blah, 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 blah. Honey, maca powder. I bet she talks about E3 Live if I Googled it and it came, or I Pinterested it. So here it is from Blue Green Algae, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what this picture is of. 3 different forms. Yeah, I don't really see much come up. I don't know if that picture is a recipe or something. Doesn't look like it. I don't know. So anyways, that's what I would do is so kind of a synopsis for you guys is I would go to this PDF just because I think it's easier to see everything all together. I would say, okay, what things here? So the first step is go to the PDF. Second step is what things here overlap something I would possibly be doing. Analog hobbies are back. How to make paper rings, origami, paper mache, quilling, paper animals. I love paper crafts. I would say, okay, what here overlaps what I do, what I offer, what I plan to do next year. All right, awesome. I find something that has overlap. I'm going to go and do the keyword research on Google, etc. For that, I'm going to go to Pinterest and do a search on those topics and see, okay, what is the opportunity there? I'm going to go look at some of those pin results and say, okay, what's out there? I'm going to look at the search results, what's out there, and what can I do that's missing? How can I add to this to capitalize on this upcoming trend? So I'm not going to go, I kind of want to warn you, some things I see people doing is they're like, oh, I'm going to go do this thing that they say I have to do because, I don't know. Let me see what's one that I wouldn't do. Like, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to do a marriage thing. I'm not. I don't have an audience for that. I don't do any of that. I'm not going to go do something I wouldn't normally do. Right? Unless I'm like, I want to go into that area, then I would do that. So just because it's here doesn't mean I'm going to do it. What I'm looking for is where is what Pinterest predicting overlapping where I want to take my business, where I want to go, the audience I want to serve, the kind of content I want to be creating. And then I'm doing the research there to use this to make decisions. So it is, let me stop sharing my screen. This is what we call inside of my program, SmartPin Pro, we call this a signal. So it's just information from Pinterest or from another source. This just happens to be from Pinterest that we can then use to help make decisions about where are we going to go with this platform, right? So Pinterest is saying these are upcoming trends. I want to get traffic from Pinterest. It would make sense. I would create content around those trends. I would look at existing content I have that could be adjusted and updated to capitalize on those trends, but I'm not going to shift the entire direction of everything because of Pinterest Predicts, right? So I hope that's helpful for you. I gave you some really good actionable steps. You guys, I totally am going to do this. If you're going to compete with me on the Nori projects, let me know. Let's collaborate. Let's link to each other. Like let's let's take advantage of this trend. That is probably one I'm going to do. And then the mushroom decor and the kind of shroomy stuff. I'm like, I really been wanting to do a big mural in my house. And so I'm like, maybe I should do that. Or on my shed. I have 2 sheds in my backyard, and I have this one shed that's next to my meditation labyrinth. So I was like, maybe I'll do something there with that. And then I'll do the research on Pinterest so I can be like, what's going to look the best? What's going to get me? What kind of images do I need to capture so that I can capitalize on that, right? Is anyone even looking for that? Like, I don't know. I have to do the research. So all of this to say, Pinterest Predicts, great signal for us to use in helping us make decisions about what kind of content am I going to be creating over the next year, and like overlaying that with our goals, right? What overlaps with what I'm already going to do? What overlaps with what my audience really likes? Is there a way I can take something I'm either going to do or something I already have and just adjust it a little bit to incorporate what they say is going to be trending? So I hope that that's helpful. If it is, leave me a comment. I would love to hear what you guys are doing. What stands out to you from Pinterest trends as far as something you're going to take off on a track on? And I would just love to hear about that. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if this is helpful for you, make sure that you're following me on whatever social media platform you're watching this on. If you're watching this on YouTube, absolutely please subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, sign up for notifications. That way you get notified every time that we post a new, or I don't know why I say we, I am going to post a new video or a live. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you again.